Now this past week I launched my first ever weight loss challenge through my channel. It's called the BB40 2016 challenge. If you haven't seen that video already, make sure you check that out. So after I launched it, I got a series of questions from everywhere. Everyone had these little doubts. So I thought I'd make one single FAQ video where I can address all those doubts together. So let's get started, guys. Question number 1. What's the best time to take up this challenge? Now in my previous video, I mentioned that you guys should take it up on Jan 1st. I said that because on Jan 1st, everyone's in their New Year's resolution mode. Everyone's all pumped to make a big change in their life, to lose weight and things like that. But if you have any kind of event, wedding, party, whatever in the 40 days beginning on Jan 1st, I recommend you take it at some other time. I called it the 2016 challenge because you can take it up at any time during the year. It can be June, September, December, whatever. But remember one thing, in these 40 days, you need to make sure that there's no sugar in your mouth. So no sugar, no desserts, no alcohol, no honey, no dates, no fruits. Now, this can be at any time during the year, but you have to make sure that there's no event where you'll have to have alcohol or you'll have to have desserts. So no birthdays, no weddings, no parties, no events basically where you lose focus. If you want to execute this challenge and actually make a change in your life, you need to give 100% focus. So choose a window of 40 days where you can just dedicate those 40 days to yourself and your lifestyle and then get thinner. Question number 2. The BB40 challenge is testing my willpower and not my fitness level. How will this help me in terms of fitness? Okay, so I've got this doubt from a couple of gymmers who lift regularly. You need to understand that you're a gymmer. You're putting your body through maximum stress in the gym lifting those weights. If you don't supplement that with good nutritious food, all those weights that you're lifting are actually amounting to nothing. You need to understand that sugar has zero nutritional value. It's giving your body nothing. In fact, it's causing damage inside your own body. So if you think that 40 days of sugar won't make any difference in your body, I dare you to take it up for 40 days. 40 days, zero sugar, zero alcohol, and see the change in your own lifestyle. See the change in your own lifts. You'll get much stronger. Sugar, what it does is it doesn't let your muscles recover as well as they can. So if you're cutting out sugar completely and you're just filling it with protein and other nutritious food, that's when you'll get the best results. Also talking about gym and diets, you know, if you just give up sugar, you're giving up desserts and alcohol, which if you're a regular person will be amounting to around 2000 or 3000 calories in your entire week. So because of that 2000, 3000 calorie deficit, you'll actually end up going into an overall calorie deficit and you'll end up losing weight. And if you're one of those people trying to put on weight, you can fill those 2000, 3000 calories that you were getting from alcohol, desserts and fruits and everything like that with something that gives you more nutrition, protein, healthy vegetables, good clean carbs, things like that. That'll actually help your body much more than any other supplement in the world. If you haven't seen my video which I released this past Thursday on supplements, I urge you to watch that if you're a gymmer. Question number 3. If I can't have sugar in these 40 days, what do I do after a workout when my body needs sugar? Now in my video on post-workout nutrition, I mentioned how having sugar after your workout is really important. How you need to put carbs back inside your body, and ideally these should be high GI carbs or anything that's sweet. Now you need to understand that the whole point of these 40 days is to give up sugar completely, is to give up all forms of high GI carbohydrates. That is what your focus should be in these 40 days. So instead of having something high GI and sugary after your workout, it's recommended that you have a large portion of complex carbs. Remember, a large portion of complex carbs will still give you an insulin spike the same way a small portion of high GI carbs will. If all this is too complicated for you, I recommend you go and watch my video on post-workout nutrition first. But either way, if you're familiar with all my videos, make sure you don't have sugar after your workout because that'll break the 40 days. The whole point of this challenge is no sweet taste inside your mouth. Zero sweet taste, which will make your brain rewired and you'll end up disliking sugar. That's what we're aiming to do. That's how we're aiming to change our lifestyles. Question number 4. Will 40 days without any sugar lower my overall blood sugar levels? How will it make me feel? Okay, now you need to understand that people think this way because of TV shows and movies. So how often have you heard this dialogue where someone says, oh, my blood sugar is so low, give me some fruits or give me some Glucon-D. You need to understand that again, the only time your body actually needs sugar, it needs it from the inside, is when you've just exercised. After that exercise, to help in repairing your body, you need some amount of sugar, but even that isn't necessary. So 40 days without sugar, all it's going to do is it's going to regulate your blood sugar if at all your blood sugar is high. If you guys are associating the term blood sugar with energy levels, you need to understand that energy is got from carbohydrates. In these 40 days, we aren't going to be avoiding carbohydrates. The only thing we're avoiding is high glycemic index carbohydrates or really sweet carbohydrates or anything with sugar, anything that has any amount of sugar, honey, jaggery, all that. All that isn't going to affect the regular functioning of your body. In fact, it's just going to up your energy levels. So the only way 40 days of no sugar is going to affect your body is that it's going to make you a lot more energetic. There's absolutely no issue with blood sugar. Don't worry about that. So the next question is that after these 40 days, will I tend to put on more fat if I start having sugar again? Okay, so you need to understand that the aim, the end point of this challenge is to rewire your brain to dislike sugar. Before I made the BB40 challenge video, I tested out this challenge on a few people who had sweet tooth, who couldn't live without sugar. They couldn't even beat those cravings. The end point for them is that now they really don't even need sugar. They don't have a sweet tooth anymore. As for the weight gain is concerned, nothing like that's going to happen unless you binge on sugar. And trust me, after 40 days of no sugar, anything with even a bit of sugar will be too sweet in your mouth. You won't even feel like having it. That's why it's a guaranteed weight loss of 3 to 8 kgs during those 40 days and even more weight loss after that, because you're making a lifestyle change. You're making a lifestyle change which is going to be permanent. You're never going to like sweets again, and I assure you this works. It's worked for me, it's worked for my friends, so why can't it work for you? It'll annihilate your sweet tooth, I promise you. Hey guys, so that was my video for today. I hope you guys liked it. So if you're interested in taking up the BB40 challenge and making a lifestyle change, go join our Facebook group Fit India. You can find the link to Fit India on my official Facebook page, facebook.com/BeerBiceps. So anyway guys, until next time, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. If you want to follow my personal fitness journey, go follow me on Instagram at BeerBiceps and on Twitter at BeerBiceps93. So until next time guys, see you.